Tonight we're rocking Might and Magic, Book 1, Secret of the Inner Sanctum. If all goes according to plan, the grand finale. Here's what we have. Last stream was a hell of a stream. We went to A2 and discovered the King's Pass from Priscilla, the Druid, I think her name was. In A2, we charted our way all through the woods and found Priscilla. She said, I will give you this if you promise you do not side with that demon. And we said, yeah, for sure. And she gave us the King's Pass. With the King's Pass, as well as the Eye of Goros in our possession, we went back to Castle Alamar and confronted the false king. And after confronting the false king, oh, I have the soul maze in the other room. I was showing Minky Moo last night. I was like, look at how cool this is. Oh, no, I don't. It's right here. After confronting the false king, he said, you found my true identity. Get banished to the soul maze. Inside the soul maze, we ran into a little alien that said, you're trapped in the soul maze. In order to be freed from the soul maze, you need to find the name of your captor. And so we started just drawing out the map from here in the corner. We could not chart anything. We just had to walk around. If I tried to do the location spell, it said unknown. As we were drawing and I was putting all of this together, Axel said, that says help, haha. And so it does. It sure does. That does say help. And with that clue in mind, we started charting out the rest. And I believe Hearts and John Gemstone, as well as others, started to say, oh, I see me and I see my Mimina 15. And what we discovered was that this was a cyclical looping area. And the answer to the riddle of the soul maze was as follows. Hang on. I'm gonna make it happen again because it's so cool. The vibe when you cast location, it says unknown. Yeah, believe me. Ivy, there's another location that does the same thing, and we'll get to that in a second because we also did it yesterday. Hang on. I just got to make sure this lines up. Okay. So, what we did is I turned the map into a circle so we could see help here. In turning the map upside down, because the map loops forever, we see my Name. My name is Sheltem. Sheltem. Sheltem is the name of the captor. Sheltem is the name of the false king. Sheltem is the name of the alien prisoner that survived the crash landing on this planet and ran away from his captors. How many hours in are you? If I had to guess right now, unfortunately I haven't been able to clip highlights for the past week, but probably like 77. If I had to guess, in the 70 to 80 hour range. I think on the high end of 70. Could be wrong. Could be a little less than that. But we typed in Sheltem, and the alien went, yeah, dude, that's my guy. You got it. And proceeded to, the walls faded away. He said, Agent Arango 17 reporting. Imposter XX21A73 voided. Starphase 5281.6 at 120 Varn 161 pod. You are now rank 1 and eligible for transfer. Find the inner sanctum for new assignment. Can I just say I'm thrilled that you finally broke into the sci-fi elements of Might and Magic. When I found the basement in Erlequin super early, I was like, hold up. Electrified floors and a security door. What is this? Metal Gear? It's so cool. It's so cool. And it's so much more. It's it's a lot, right? I mean, look at this. It's not just sci-fi elements. It's not like the game has hints of technology. Nah, bro, this is aliens. It just keeps unfolding. A strange alien being in a shimmering silver jumpsuit. So, from there, we charted back out. What's up, Dice? We charted back out into the world, and I took the clue from the alien here, which was... Hang on. Starphase, eligible for transfer, find the inner sanctum for a new assignment. I just leaned into, frankly, I knew this, so me saying that I leaned into it is not entirely true. This is part of the thing that I looked up. But for the storytelling, if I didn't know this, I would go, space? What the fuck do you want me to do about space, man? Are you kidding me? And then I would go, wait a second. We went somewhere that was sort of space-y. Hang on. Yeah. Wait a second. The only other time that I've seen space referenced was boom, 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 boom. When we went into the diamond door from the Ice Princess, we came across an astral projector. And we flipped the switch on the astral projector and it zapped us back to Sorpigal. So my next step was to head back to the astral projector realm. And this was difficult. All of the walls on this map were entirely invisible. The only things you could see are the 5 buildings here. There were invisible barriers everywhere you turned. So all of these dotted mazes here, could not see them. I just had to kind of feel my way in the dark. And if you go back and watch that VOD, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just going off of pure audio cues. I would walk until I heard a bump. And then I would go, okay, I can't go that way. Turn right, bump, turn left. Okay, I can go left. I can go up here, bump, turn right. That's a bump. Can't go there. Turn left, go all the... And that's how I was charting my way through this. We eventually found 5 doors. And I'm hoping that's all we need. The only other place another one could be is over here. But the way that this map looks, I think 5 seems right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order. Hit them all of the zaps. And then we went to this door where it told us that a small slot in the door, there's a small slot in the door, no admittance. Okay? This would be the moment where I would unravel. This is the point where I would have totally unraveled. What do you mean I did it all? What do you mean a small slot in the door? I did everything. What do you mean I found the inner sanctum? I got out of the soul maze. And so, in the interest of making this playthrough not 140 hours, I do have a vague understanding of where to go next. Where we needed to go next was A3 and A4, okay? on the far left side of the world map, which, mind you, looks like this on the actual world map. And so I feel like it would have literally been the last place I would have ever looked. This square has your key item necessary for beating the game. This square, I would have done literally everything else. I would have went into every single cave, every single basement. I would have done it all. Down here is what we need to beat the game. We received it. We got a coral key, but that's not all. We need to head now. And Sorpigal took us there. From the very start. Statue of Gala, human cleric, attempted to work with the Volcanic Isle savages. Everything takes us to Volcanic Isle. Again, no way to know this. There's no in-game hint that takes you there. However, our next step is Volcanic Isles. We are taking the coral key, which we received last stream. It is in Shale's inventory. We are heading to the Volcanic Isles into one of the final steps of Might and Magic Book 1, Secret of the Inner Sanctum. The map is so fire, man. It's so sick. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. Head outside. And yeah, at this point, it's like playing an instrument. I'm just slamming on the keys. I know exactly where to go. It's like a saxophone. Like everybody's like, man, how the hell do you learn how to play the saxophone? There are so many buttons on that thing. And a person that plays the saxophone is just like, I don't know. Eventually you just kind of get it, right? It's interesting they do it like that. It's kind of the same with how it was for the Merchant's Pass. Yeah, there wasn't any hint for where to find it. No, the Merchant's Pass was the exact same way, bro. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that in this silly little game. Have you defeated any of the map foes? No, I'm not strong enough. The one thing that I haven't done really is substantially grind, which I think is clearly not 100% necessary, but I think like world bosses like that in the scope of a game like this are meant to, grind dragons for X amount of hours and then head in and fight the world bosses, right? Because there are 4 of them, which is super cool. Yeah, because this was in here too. Right? Oh, no. Beast roamed the forest, now rules the fortress. No. Here we go. Gnome robber statue. 1 by water, 1 by land, 1 by air, and 1 by sand. Yo, what's good, Purple Dracula? Welcome in. Now I'm afraid of a final fight or two. We'll have to see. The Wheel of Luck. Oh, we've been there. Will favorably pay. The more of these menacing beasts you slay. That's why we were losers, bro. Although wishes may come true, all the beasts will become anew. Interesting. Because we went to the Wheel of Luck in A3, right? That's what that was. That wheel that we spun, and it was yeah. This joint. Yeah. Hang on. On Luck Island. Oh, so this marks you a winner based on how many of the world bosses you've taken out. Interesting. Cool. Now I'm afraid of a final fight. I mean, yeah, me too. Kill all the bosses, you get a thing, and then they respawn for more fighting. Yeah. Yeah, really, it's just, the whole thing's really cool. Okay. So, we are heading directly south. This fight killed us a couple times last stream. So, this is not an easy fight. It might even be something that's worth doing like the level 30 bump thing. Oh, right, because magic doesn't work here. That's why it's hard. I forgot about the lack of magic. Yeah, and if they do this swarm, that's so much damage. Yeah, Preston is one tap away from dying right now. Jeez. We have to go back. I'm going to go ahead and grab the level 30 fountain just to make it easy. This part's might. Yeah, this is no magic here. All right, here we go. Isn't it crazy that this fortune teller back here is 100% necessary to beat the game, just hidden in those trees? It is... You can do the merchant's pass, right? We learned you can just jump over. You actually 100%, no questions asked, no alternatives, need those 6 fortunes, and you need to have written them down. That's got to be enough. Okay. I wonder if there's any clue to find the fortune teller somewhere else, so at least there's 2 random tiles that would help you. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We did find the Kilburn tile, right? So there's precedent for that, for sure. Okay. Oh my god. And they surprised us? Oh, they're running away. Nice. Nice. Can I tell you how I got to Erlequin from Sorpigal finally? Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So we get all the way down here. We step here. We have something like that. And then this. And then this. And then this. But the way to go that we actually stumbled into is walking through this wall. The large slab of coral blocks a passage. Your coral key fits perfectly in the lock. Enter. There's a secret teleporting gnome in Sorpigal that takes you to all the first 5 towns up to dusk. Found him by checking the walls. When we do this, we'll go back and find him. We'll go back and find him. Let's go into... I feel like this game would fit great on one of those computers in Fallout. I know exactly what you're talking about. like go into a terminal somewhere and you boot it on and it's just this in full. I was talking about it earlier, Drac. Hope you don't mind if I call you Drac. Do you remember in Call of Duty Black Ops 1? This is a poll. In Call of Duty Black Ops 1, you could play the entirety of the text adventure Zork. On the main menu of Call of Duty Black Ops 1, you're like in a chair strapped down and you can look around with the right stick. You can pull your hands out of the chair, go to a computer and just play the entirety of Zork. Let's go 1-5. All right, here we go. X7, Y5. Where are my maps? You do have to use an on-screen keyboard to play Zork in that. Yep, you absolutely do. Yep, you sure do. Okay. X7, Y5, facing south. Do. Can I rest, actually? Good. Just to be safe. Pit of bubbling lava. Oh my god. Okay, does 3-5? No, 2-5. Levitate. Does this work? Oh. I don't know. Pretty hot. Now. Unlock failed. Unlock failed. Success. Stabilization dial number 1. Set. Hang on. Here's the deal. In order to make this a little fun, I know what to do here, but does anybody want to set a number for stabilization dial number 1? See, I even wrote that too fast. Anybody want to set a number for stabilization dial number 1? Is there any thoughts behind it? Anybody? I don't want to just do it. From the map, can we guess how many dials there are? There are at least 2, because there's one in the room directly beside us. I'll leave this up to chat to guess, because this is one of the things that I just know outright. 7, Draconics, it's A through Z. 8, Axel, it's A through Z. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your help. I need B. Okay. That one's set to B. Get us out of here. Stabilization dial number 2. Oh, did I say number? Sorry, Draconics. Sorry. A through Z. Alphabetic. A through Z. G, we already did B for that one. Axel, I'm curious what your idea is for this stabilization dial. As somebody with celebrated attention to detail, why'd you pick B? I'll say V and then A because Varn. That's good. I'm curious why Axel picked B. Oh, I just put B because of 8. Okay, well, B is right. And again, this is one of those things where I do feel a little like I stumbled this riddle. But B is right. And we already know why. Can anybody remember?
This whole deal gets stranger by the minute.
I know. I reckon I don't know why. I can tell you because I know what this is, and I'll put in the right one and we'll continue. But I can guarantee it is in the photo album in the Discord. If anybody wants to flip through the photo album and try and find it. Axel's scrolling. I want to see if you get it. Because you've been here the whole time. I unfortunately already know it because I spoiled myself. So I don't just want to do it. Obviously, I'm giving you like big ol' hints, like billboard level hints. But I can just put in another letter for now, and we'll just do A for now. Let's see what an encounter's like here. I can fight this. B&B Blacksmiths? I'm kidding, I hope. No, not B&B Blacksmiths. That's a good guess, though. It's not a bad guess. It is something that'll make you go, oh! Is that like tile 1 that the game would hint at something on tile 1? No. No. I'm curious. I'm curious when it'll get discovered and who will discover it. My money's on Axel. Does it have something to do with the Kings? No. Remember BJ? That's it. That's it. Your only way of knowing what the alphanumerics would be here in number 1 and number 2 is that 20 hours ago, a dog statue told us to remember BJ. Ooh, might and magic, baby. You are fucking kidding me? Nope. Dead serious. Dead serious. When was it? What day was it that we found it? Hang on. Hang on. Dime, you snapped the picture on February 18th. Standing atop a pedestal. In the center of the room is a statue of a small sable and white dog. It comes to life and speaks, "Congratulations, you've completed a major quest, plus 10,000 experience. Remember, BJ." Now, I'm not being completely honest, because there is one other way you can find out, and it's in one of these. I don't know which one, so we got to be a little careful. However, it is something that I never in my life would do. I'll just have to show you what it is. It is something I never, ever, ever in my life would, even for a minute, consider doing. The other way that we could have found this out is in one of these rooms. I think it's one of these. It might be somewhere else on this map. Oh, there's a green dragon. We're probably dead. Hang on. If I do... Hang on. 5, 3. Can we get a paralysis? Not on the dragon. Okay. We just gotta run. I'm just running from that. I don't want to die. In one of these. So it's not these two. A luscious virgin shackled to the wall. Now, the only other way in this entire game that you could find out if it's B and J is to assault the chained up woman. Now, I would never in a trillion years have done that. If you kissed her, she says, "The stabilization, the first one's B, the second one's J." Which is crazy. The only two ways to know what to do here are to kiss the shackled up woman.
What do you know? I found an old machete.
Or remember BJ. So let's release her. We did get an encounter. Volcano God. We might die here. We might die here. I did release her, by the way. Yeah, we might die here. Shale is eradicated. Can I run from this encounter? Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, Shale is eradicated. Which means that we have to go back to a town to bring Shale back to life. However, the show must go on, and she would have wanted us to see this. So we're going to try. We're going to try in her stead. So, again, those are our options. Either we remember BJ, doesn't give you any indication, by the way. We still have to map the rest of this map, but we are stabilized now. Give me, what is it, 2-5? Yeah, 2-5. We're going to go here. Carrying around Shale's finely ground viscera. Yeah, you know, it's beautiful. It's like ashes. It might even be literally nothing. She was eradicated. Poof, you've been teleported. Okay. Now this I didn't expect. This is right, but I didn't know that stabilization would bring us right here. The volcano god bellows. What do you seek here? A challenge. B, a riddle. C, a clue. Now, we can't do a challenge. Shale's dead. So between a riddle and a clue, what's our plan? Anybody have any suggestions? Anybody at all? We're at riddle? Ruffle? All right, riddle it is. Who was brave yet failed? Is that on a statue? It's a good line of thinking. Well, let's look at our statues. We have a statue of Korak, the half-orc archer who mapped an expedition to Dusk. We have a statue of a blue dragon. Towns moved underground long ago. We have a statue of Gala, the human cleric, attempted to work with the volcanic Isle savages. We have a human knight statue. Services rendered, secrets unfold. The brothers together lead to treasures untold. 5 towns you must travel for this quest to unravel. We have a minotaur statue. Beast roamed the enchanted forest and now rules the fortress. Her, Gala? Are you sure it's not the elven wizard? Seek the wizard Ranalu in his lair at the Corin Bluffs. 6 castles he will send you to, but doom will be quite tough. Cruelty and kindness measured throughout. Judgment day is then sought out. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not the gnome robber who says 1 by water, 1 by land, 1 by air, and 1 by sand? She attempted to? We're here. When you know it, it's so easy. When you don't know it, it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 hours. We can go there. Statue of Gala at X0Y4. I'm glad I wrote those down, because at the very beginning, I wrote all of that down. We'll bring Shale back. $2,000 gold, man. Well, and not only that, so we're at X0, Y1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. A plaque reads, in honor of Gala, for her brave attempt to work with the savages of the Volcanic Isles. That's it. That's what we needed. That is exactly what we needed in order to get there. Now, again, these are two things that you had to remember from one space at wildly different points of the game. This was day one that we wrote this down. This was like day 3 and we needed it. We've learned so much about how these games think, how they work, how you move through them, that everything you read could be necessary. In a game with this little text, it doesn't mean that it will happen, but it does mean that it could. So everything needs to be written down. Now, I dare say there is only one thing left to do. So, this is where it gets sad. Because do I just want to do it? Is that it? Is that it? We have the key card to fit into the slot? Just do it? All right, let me save. Flip a coin, heads do it, tails don't. I mean, honestly, what else is there to do? There are other side quests we could go on, but when you get to a certain point, it's just about the progress, man. But you see, let this be a cautionary tale for everybody here. Let this be a cautionary tale about if nothing else, you can grind up the levels and see how OP you can get, but then grinding can be a downer. It sure can. Let this be a cautionary tale about looking stuff up in a very old game. It's the moment that peels back the curtain of how much of this mystery is set dressing, and in a game this small, how much is actually plot critical. What did I miss? Well, everything, frankly. So let me tell you. Last night at the end of the stream, we went to Volcanic Isles. Remember at the very end of the stream, we went down to the Savages, to the Volcanic Isles. You were here for that, right? Right. Losing the moment you got matching up the maps, right. Of all the days to be stuck late at work, I gotta be honest with you, Hearts. It's felt like a checklist. I think everybody here can agree the mystery is peeled back. We're learning basically the language that the game speaks, but the actual discovery has been slim to none. So we went down to the base of Volcanic Isle. Were you here last night during that at the very end of the stream? I think you still were here. After getting the Coral Key, we went to Volcanic Isle. Okay. We went into Volcanic Isle, and we started here, and we went down and we found 2 rooms that were called the stabilization chambers. And this is like the first part that I was like, all right, I know what this is. You don't know what this is, but I know what this is. And so I asked chat the question, which is, each of these stabilization chambers asked you to put in a letter from A to Z, 1 and 2. Do you have a guess as to what those 2 letters would have been? just off the top of your head, thinking like if we didn't know it, we potentially could have turned over the entire game map to find out. Do you have any guesses off the top of your head? Nobody got it, so don't feel like L and R. No. The answer for the 2 stabilization chambers came from a week and a half ago, where we went to the Minotaur Fortress and we found the dog, and the dog told us to remember BJ. The answer a week later is B and J. No, I forgot BJ. The one thing he asked. The one thing. So there was actually one other way we could have discovered that. And the other way that we could have discovered that is through this, which was right here at 5-0. Maybe the poorest aging line and character of the entire game. I don't even have to say maybe. This is the poorest aging moment of Might and Magic Book 1 Secret of the Inner Sanctum. Made only even worse by the fact that if you kiss the shackled, luscious virgin, they then, or no, she, because it says release her. I couldn't even give the benefit of the, gender doubt. It says kiss her, release her. Then she says, the stabilization is BJ. And if you release her, it prompts a fight. So, poor taste. Something I never in a trillion years would have done. Okay? And so, setting the stabilization, I went to go map the rest of the map, and we got poofed teleported here. Now I can tell you, if we didn't set those, this wouldn't have happened. I didn't even know that it was right here. I thought that I thought it was going to be like a conveyor belt or something that would move us around. I actually did not know how this was organized. I just knew about B and J. And we got teleported to the volcano god, the god of the volcanic isles. And he asked us 3 questions. He said, we can either... Oh, we didn't get a picture of it. We can challenge him, ask for a riddle, or ask for a clue. Shale was completely dead, and so we asked for a riddle. And the riddle, and I'm curious if you're going to get this one, is who was brave yet failed? Do you have that anywhere kicking around in your mind? It's in, does that ring any bells? Who was brave yet failed? If you were to rack your brain for it. I'm curious. Before we step in here, I'm curious. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but this is fun. Sheltem would have been wrong. The answer, on the very first day of Might and Magic, we found a statue of a human cleric named Gala, who attempted to work with the Volcanic Isle savages. And if you actually read the detailed account of this instead of my paraphrase, it was for her brave attempt to work with the Volcanic Isle savages. The only answer to that riddle that Axel was able to pull out of their hat was, yeah, exactly. So basically, unfortunately, I peeled back the curtain and just saw the inner workings. And it's a lot more simple than the mystification leads you to believe. At the very end of the day, it's an Apple II 1986 game, right? With the amount of storage space of one floppy disk, one 3.5, right? We deduced that. If you do everything in order and only stop to level, you can beat this game in 10 steps. Old Man in the Basement, to the Wizard Agar, to the Wizard Agar's Apprentice, to Zam and Zom, Ruby Whistle to the Minotaur Fortress to the Dog Statue, Gold Key to Mount Doom, to free the real king, Alamar, take the Eye of Goros, go to A2, get the King's Pass, go to Castle Alamar, get sent to the Soul Maze by the False King, work your way out of the Soul Maze, then go to A4, get the Coral Key, take the Coral Key to the Volcanic Isle, trade it for the key card, and then there are two ways to get here. We can go here, which is how we're going to do it, which you would need to get the Ice Princess for. Or if you get your sorcerer to level 7, you can cast the astral spell and teleport right here. Not many steps, but the whole game is very, very lushly detailed. Yeah, I don't mean that as an indictment of the game at all. I think this game is brilliant. This has been I was talking about it all last night. I'm sad because the amount of, if anything, it's a strength. I completely agree. It's so populated. To think of all of the stuff we did and all of the stuff that we discovered and all of the stuff that we racked our brains over, and it was just world building, fun, optional content. All of the kings, all of the king's quests, all of the mapping, the crashed spaceship, there's so much. The basements, the etched in gold messages that we didn't get the actual end of. All of those, we didn't discover all of those. The bar, where if you tip the bartender enough, he gives you clues. There's so much stuff in this game. It is so densely detailed, so massive. It is one of the most rewarding playthroughs I've ever played. It is just so insanely cool. This has world bosses. Dude, this has like the ruby and emerald weapon. Final Fantasy VII style. They're just roaming around, man. And you gotta find them. Aren't you glad there's a whole ass series ahead of you? You have no idea how glad I am that there's a whole ass series ahead of me. So, without further ado, we mapped this last stream. Let us take one final step through the astral zone. As a kid, it blew my mind like how difficult it was just to travel through the desert. Every step takes food, and if you don't have the map that you get from Kilburn, it just teleports you all around. It's crazy, man. It doesn't teleport you, it just reorients your cardinal direction. So you step forward, and then you go back west, and then you go forward, and then you go south, and it just moves you all around. So we figured out how to get here. We have to go step forward 1, go to the right, go to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? Turn left, go all the way up to 12. Good. We are here. Turn left. And we are going to 8, 11, 10, 9, 8. There we go. And then turn left. Step forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be parallel with this. Boom. Turn right. Step forward. Turn right. Step forward. Turn left. Step forward. Turn left. Step forward. There's a small slot in the door. Key card is accepted. The metallic room is dimly lit by a pulsating white glow. Take your pictures, folks. Take your pictures. This is the send-off. Take your pictures. We need them. We need them in this moment. This is the final red carpet here. Step forward. Step forward. Go here. We're here. A metallic panel slides open, revealing a mysterious man in a white coat. Press space to communicate. In a serene voice, the data keeper says, "Welcome to your inner sanctum, Varnlings. I am very pleased that you've made it this far. You are to be commended. I've been monitoring your progress." Turning to the strange mechanical device, he inserts a flat object into a slot. Your party's current performance total equals 413,555. Excellent rating. This is a rare occasion, for only a privileged few are given the opportunity for transfer to another VARN, Vehicular Astropod Research Nacelle. Return now to the Inn of Sorpigal for rest and celebration. Then continue on to your new assignment at the gates to another world. Plus 500,000 experience for your accomplishment. Please send your performance total to New World Computing Incorporated, P.O. Box 491415, Los Angeles, California, 90049. Should I send the Might and Magic postcard when we get it? Should I send the Might and Magic postcards when they arrive? There's no way it still exists. All right, I'll do it. I'll send a postcard to P.O. Box 491415. Who knows? You're right. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, once it's in the mail, who cares? The Inner Sanctum. So I have to tell you what I knew. I have to now show you very fast, because we are going to go to the gates to another world. I have to show you when this game first started. When I first started playing day one, okay? I pulled up this video to be like, oh, maybe I can learn a little bit about the history of the game. They have the Computer Gaming World. That's cool.
Little did he know it would be the first in a long
A
series
thorough
to
review.
captivate gamers
Got
for
it.
Nearly 3 decades.
Awesome.
It would start a franchise that helped define the RPG genre throughout the late 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Its spin-off series, Heroes of Might and Magic, would achieve equal popularity.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time in the 90s where you couldn't walk into a computer store without seeing shelves lined with big box Might and Magic titles.
Mm-hmm.
It would start a franchise that helped define the RPG genre throughout the late 80s and 90s. Its spin-off series, Heroes of Might and Magic, would achieve equal popularity. There was a time in the 90s where you couldn't walk into a computer store without seeing shelves lined with big box Might and Magic titles. For me, Might and Magic 6 was my first introduction to RPGs in the
Cool,
late
cool,
90s.
cool. Nice. Happy to
It's
hear
time
that.
to take a long look back at where it all started in 1986. Welcome to the land of Varn.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so happy to be here.
Being a game from 1986 means you have to use your imagination when it comes to exploring the game world. The limited graphics of the time
This
can
looks
only do
great.
so much. However, a large color map included with the game goes a long way to whetting your appetite for exploration.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Deserts, forests,
Yeah?
tundra,
Yeah?
swamps, and
Yeah?
volcanic islands are just waiting to be explored.
I can't wait.
Not forgetting the 5 unique towns and a myriad of dungeons.
Yup.
This was a big game for its time,
Yeah?
and ambitious by the standards of 1986. Although all is not what it seems from first looks at the map,
What?
this fantasy land of Varn is in reality a spaceship.
What? What? Huh? You spent all this time talking about how beautiful the towns and the world map and everything are. And then... Huh?
You'd swear you're on the surface of a planet.
With a number of science fiction elements revealed as you progress through the game. While the game is light on text, it still manages to lay down a solid foundation of lore that is expanded on over future titles.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Thank you for, dropping the biggest piece of lore. Appreciate it. So that happened to me the day that the game got rolled. I need that to be understood. I turned the video off at that. I didn't even watch him open up the CRPG book. I got so mad. 1 minute and 57 seconds into it. I had no idea. You're doing a retrospective. Right? Like, this is like the whole point of this is to like how the king would have a poison taster. I need a spoiler secretary. Listen, I've talked about this. It happens, right? It's not a big deal. It didn't ruin anything for me. This is still fascinating. But it's so weird, man. Whatever. We're going to go back to Sorpagal. I think. Oh, I'm still on this. See ya, Data Keeper. Let's step forward to the gates to another world. The true ending. Wait, 500,000 experience. Hang on, actually? Share gold? Oh god, where's all my gold? I don't have a lot of gold. I don't have enough gold. All right, we might have to do the White Wolf fights to get a little gold. Let's go to the gates to another world. That's at A1, right? We had this mapped out. Hang on. Or B1, 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 B1. We can't go to another world without our training. We'd look like chumps on Varn 2. You're probably right. You're definitely right. All right, here we go. Up to the gates to another world. Get those pictures ready. Congratulations, distinguished travelers. The gates are now open to you. In order to pass through, you must first find Might and Magic Book 2. It's an advertisement? The gates to another world? It's an ad? It's the sequel hook? Folks, give it up. If you have channel points, can you please drop as many gamings as you possibly can for one of the most rewarding gaming experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Ever. I mean, please take it away, Jeff. Please. Thank you. Thank you.
I know I can trust you.
Thank you.
What the hell is that thing? You son of a bitch! Who the hell do you work for? Let's go! What?
Ready?
Since when has this place been safe?
That's it. We're done. No. That was it. That was it. No more. Thank you, everybody. I mean, at least it doesn't say please insert disc 1 of Might and Magic Book 2. That's true. Juno, I got you with 5 roll credits just after this. There are a couple of things that I want to do. Fenris, I think that you had the right idea. I think it was you. Hang on. You know that's a decent chunk of experience that might start you on your way to defeating the world bosses. We could do that. So what's the easiest way to get some gold? Let me see. I know there is one other place that we can go. That probably has gold. And somebody we got to check in on. Together is the password for today. That's all of us. We're together. The Wheel of Luck, we found out, is has to do with the world bosses. We wrote it down on day 1. One by water, one by land, one by air, and one by sand. The Wheel of Luck will favorably pay the more of these menacing beasts you slay. Although wishes may come true, all the beasts will become anew. My saviors, you're always welcome here. You should find the inner sanctum. Live long and prosper. So there is a very specific... I have to see if I can get back there, because I think back there's stuff. Can I teleport? 5-5. Give me like an east 3? No. Maybe I can't get back there. Is it these? Nope. Sure isn't. Oh, I hope we don't die. Okay. Let me save. The problem is I just don't have enough money to level up. If we do the White Wolf fight, we get 18,000 gold. So let me save. And then we'll do the White Wolf fight like twice, get 36,000 gold. And then I have the bosses mapped, except for the dragon. I mean, theoretically, we could just do... Hang on. We could do this. Because I want to do it. The subtle foreshadowing, the wink and the nod. But you could, like... Obviously, at that point, we had found out, you know, space stuff. We knew by then. Because we got telepathically communicated to by him. That was the real Alamar. That was just the regular guy. Okay. We're going to fly to A4. No, A3. And then go this way. And then walk on water. Tremendous Serpent. Okay, here's the first one. There's a white dragon in there too. Six points of damage is nothing. That sucks. Okay. At least we took them down. We still might die, though. Yeah. That's horrible, man. The music stopped, by the way. Oh, thank you. I just muted it for the reveal. Are they dead? No, just unconscious. Which is good news for us, because I can do 162. Damn it. I don't know. I even think with the levels, we won't be able to get it. We gotta, like, really get lucky that we don't get, like, a massive pull of enemies. I'm gonna give it one more try, and then we're gonna hang it up. Because we gotta learn the next list. But I think this is a fun send-off. Seeing Alamar one last time and having him go, live long and prosper, buddy. That's very, very, very cute. We don't have to do endgame stuff. Yeah. I'm going to give it one more try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm not like typically ever too compelled to do endgame stuff. But I am curious because we found that Wheel of Luck. We found out what the Wheel of Luck does. If this doesn't work, it doesn't work. A3. Seeing Alamar is that's my finale. You know? Do you import your party? I don't know. That game's not out yet. It's 1986. Book 2 coming soon. Have you heard about this ARPANET thing? No. Sorry, I mean, wouldn't it be crazy if they had that sort of technology? In which case, yeah, I do agree. Ah, fuck. Nope, we're not doing it. That was a sign. That was a sign. I'm not doing it all again. I'm not doing it all again. If you want to find out the wheel of luck, that's on your own time. We can go one final place. Let's go one final place before it's all said and done. We'll go to D4. Bung, 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 bung. I want to at least see the last world boss. Because we didn't look at D4 or D5 really at all. We went to Alamar, and that was pretty much it. I don't even know if I have it out of my binder. I don't. I didn't even map D4 at all. We did everything except for D and E4. We never went here. To the Haunted Marsh. I didn't fuck with the swamp, man. I wasn't interested. I wasn't interested in the swamp, dude. All right, here we go. We want to be like up here. I'm just walking until we can hopefully find Swamp Man. Okay. So cast 4-7. Wait, cast 1-7 facing north. That's where we want to be. Just a regular encounter. Sorry, I have it covered. I have it covered. We're here in the swamp now. Yeah, sorry about that. Algary? No. Let me find it, just the spot, so that we can see what it is. Let me look. Might and Magic, Book 1, D4. Can somebody just give me straight up a map? Yes. Oh, is this it? Hang on. A huge winged beast exclaims, "This swamp is quite dangerous. Fly you to safety?" That's cute. We never got to see that. Let me see. Let me make sure this is our guy. It absolutely is. This is our guy. He's the one that's a friend. Yeah, sure. Fly me to safety, bro. Paul Pede and his men attack. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. He's working with Paul Pede. He peed in the swamp. Get on, Paul Pede. It's pretty strong. $3,333 experience. What do you got for me, Paul Pede? 15 gold, splint mail, and a halberd. The winged beast is in cahoots with Paul Pede. the final of the 4 world bosses. The Dark Rider, the Sea Serpent, the Giant Scorpion, and the Winged Beast. I wonder if you can fight him if you say no. We can try. I'm going to go 5, 3, 2, D4. And then 5, 4 to rest. We'll walk up here. Fuck. Hang on. We can find out. It'll take us 2 seconds to find out. Give me D4. Okay. Retreat. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. I need Orinal. 4-8. All right. 5-4. Heading north. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. If we say no, encounter with the Winged Beast and like 40 Celestial Stags. Attacks and paralyzes. So there it is. The last of the 4 world bosses. Let's rattle it off, everybody. We checked in with Alamar. We found the secret of the inner sanctum. We stepped to the gates of another world. I mean, what didn't we do? The only thing we didn't do is the ancient seer Og has lost his sight. That's the one thing that's like still a mystery. But hey, that's for you guys to know. That's for you guys to find out. Oh, Orinal's dead. And we'll just die. This game has so much value for its money, you could play it for months. The shadow of death has fallen upon your party. Fortunately, you may renew your quest from the last inn in which you've stayed by pressing return. Give it up for Preston J, Landris, Shale, Eric, Orinal, and Tiny Bigson. The 6 adventurers that made it, that found out the secret of the inner sanctum. What's the canon ending for our party? They discover the secret, then die in the swamp? No. The canon ending of the party is resting and celebrating at the Inn of Sorpagal, then continuing on to their new assignment at the gates to another world. That's the canon ending for our party. This might not be the last time we see our party. This might not be the last time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so very much. Might and Magic Book 1. We found the secret of the inner sanctum. The second full playthrough here on Capralog. Thank you so much for joining me.